In 2016, China's president made a bold declaration. His country needed to seize the hidden treasures of the ocean. And that wasn't just a political slogan, it was a signal, an alarm, really, that woke up a global race for something almost no one fully understood. Ask yourself, do we actually know what lies beneath 70% of Earth's surface? The truth is, we don't. In fact, we know more about the surface of the Moon and Mars than we do about the bottom of our oceans. The ocean floor holds unimaginable resources: oil, gas, rare metals, and marine life we've never even discovered, some of which could lead to life-saving drugs. According to many experts, China is now ahead of the US in this undersea race. So, what's happening in the depths of our planet, and what does this new frontier mean for the future of global power? That's part of what we'll be discussing in this video. So let's dive in. The fight is over more than $20 trillion worth of resources, and that's just a rough estimate for one category: undersea metals. There are three main types of deep-sea resources that countries are scrambling to claim. Polymetallic nodules. These look like small potatoes scattered across the ocean floor at depths of 4,000 to 6,000 meters. But each one is packed with valuable metals: nickel, copper, cobalt, manganese, and sometimes lithium and other rare earth elements. What makes them especially valuable is their high concentration of metals, 3 to 4 times richer than land-based mines, and they're just sitting there, waiting to be collected. One of the richest areas is the Clarion-Clipperton Zone in the Pacific Ocean, between Hawaii and Mexico. It's nearly 4.5 million square kilometers. Early estimates say this area holds 30 billion tons of these nodules, worth over $18 trillion. Cobalt-rich crusts found on underwater mountains. These crusts formed over millions of years and are rich in cobalt, manganese, and rare earth elements. Some layers have cobalt concentrations of 1.5%, much higher than traditional mines. Seafloor massive sulfides. These mineral deposits form near undersea volcanic vents and are incredibly rich in copper, up to 30% concentration compared to less than 1% in most landmines. They also contain zinc, silver, and gold. Right now, we've identified 550 of these sites, estimated to hold over 7.5 billion tons of minerals. Here's a chart comparing the estimated global reserves of key metals on land versus in the ocean. For example, tellurium, vital for solar panels. On land, approximately 31,000 tons. In oceans, approximately 500,000 tons, 14 times more. Cobalt, on land, approximately 11 million tons. In oceans, approximately 94 million tons, over 8 times more. This isn't just a treasure hunt, it's the foundation for the future of technology. Metals like nickel, cobalt, and lithium are the heart of modern batteries, from your smartphone to electric vehicles and clean energy storage systems. Between 2017 and 2022, lithium demand tripled. Cobalt demand rose 70%, and nickel demand increased by 40%. According to the International Energy Agency, by 2040, demand for lithium could grow 40 times. Cobalt and nickel up to 25 times. Copper up 40%. Right now, China produces 60% of these key metals and controls 85% of the world's processing capacity. Even if other countries mine the raw metals, they still depend on China to refine them. So, what if China also dominates deep-sea mining? That's the new fear gripping global powers. So what changed? A massive leap in mapping technology. In December 2022, the US and France launched a satellite named SWOT. But what does space have to do with oceans? Mountains on the ocean floor slightly alter gravity, which causes subtle changes in sea surface height, just a few centimeters. By measuring those, SWOT can detect underwater terrain. Thanks to this satellite, the number of known undersea mountains jumped from 44,000 to over 100,000. Then came next-gen sonar, ROVs, and AUVs, which can map the seabed in ultra-high detail. For the first time, we're getting reliable maps of what lies beneath. While the West focused on building better maps, China was building the biggest ocean research fleet in the world, 64 ships as of today, up from just 19 in 2012. These aren't ordinary ships, they're dual use, for science and military applications. And they cover everything from earthquake tracking to seabed scanning to collecting marine life samples. In 2020, China unveiled a game changer, its own deep-sea submersible capable of diving to 11,000 meters, joining the US as the only countries to reach that depth. Analysts believe that by 2030, China will have the tech to begin commercial deep-sea mining well ahead of the US. This is no ordinary competition. The country that controls ocean minerals won't just be richer, they'll reshape the global power. Here's the truth. Whoever gets there first sets the rules, names locations, attracts the top global minds, builds the most advanced tech, and, most importantly, controls the future supply chain. In April, President Donald Trump signed a new law aimed at deep-sea mining. Many saw it as a declaration, the US is back. For 40 years, the US sat out of global ocean policy, and while it watched, China quietly gained influence over the International Seabed Authority, the UN body that governs international waters. Now, America is scrambling to catch up. But is it too late? That's what we'll see. If you found this topic as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let us know in the comments, will China dominate the ocean floor, or can the US catch up in time? Thank you for watching, and see you next time.